sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao.
Sumapit na po ang alas 4, basketball na muna tayo, and we're coming to you live from the Batangas City Coliseum, the home of your Batangas City Tanduay Rum Masters. They will be seeing action later on at 8 o'clock p.m. But for our first game, we have the Battle of Negros. The Negros Muscovados will be looking to be led by John Formeto, who has really stepped up the last few games. He will be matched up against Louis Vigil, who has been a great ray of hope para dito sa Bacolod, but they are still riding on a long losing streak. They will be looking to snap that here at 4 o'clock against the Negros Muscovados. Later on at 6 o'clock p.m. it's going to be the Iloilo United Royals facing the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. And in our main game, the Tanduay Rum Masters will be defending their home floor against the San Juan Knights. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Javi Polania alongside Coach Juanito Gregorio. Juanito, Battle of Negros tayo dito for our first game. Itong Bacolod, they are now on the longest losing streak that we have so far in the league after Imus already won a game. Aside from Louis Vigil and Danny Marilao, Alfred Cedillo, who else do you think has to step up to help Bacolod snap this losing streak of theirs?
Well, one guy that really comes to mind is Jeb Bolawan. This guy is a great addition para dito sa Bacolod. One guy that really added to their length. And he has been showing some good spurts here in the season, but he needs to step up and play a big game para dito sa Bacolod for them to be able to get a win.
Let's bring in the third member of our broadcast panel, Ms. Mika Abisamis. Mika, good afternoon. Welcome again to Batangas City, your favorite Lomi destination.
That's right, Javi. It's always a pleasure to travel to Batangas, syempre para kumain ng mainit na lomi sa malamig na panahon. But speaking of mainit, tatlo ang mainit na laro natin dito sa araw na to for our first game para dito sa Negros. They learned a lot dun sa laro nila against the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. They realized kung ano pa ang mga kailangan nila getting into the next rounds of this competition against the stronger contenders. Para naman dito sa Bacolod, they discussed that they have to charge the positivity side of their brains to carry on and just believe. Ika nga, walang susuko. Javi and Juanito.
Thank you so much, Mika. Well, that's certainly a good battle cry para sa kupunan ni Coach Alex Cabugnot as they try to snap their losing streak. To give more context about what's happening dito sa division natin, sa South, tingnan natin ang ating team standings.
Well, firstly, let's look at the two teams that are going here. It's Negros at number 9, which is only about 1 game behind Iloilo, who will also be having a game later. Bacolod at 1-17 still has a slim chance, 7 games down at the number 8 position, but they have to start winning now. But all the other games, it's actually an Ilonggo invasion today. Iloilo at 7-10 will also be having their game later, but Quezon still without a loss here in the season.
So tingnan natin kung sinong teams ang aakyat at sinong teams ang bababa dito sa Southern Division, where 3 of the teams playing today belong to. Let's talk about the last game of the Negros Muscovados. It was against the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards last Saturday at the Philoil Eco Oil Arena. They managed to keep this game close and only lost by 6 points. A lot of guys really stepped up, including that guy, Jan Formento, who was part of the scorers who were able to get double digits para sa Muscovados, but just falling short 96-86.
Well, from the second quarter onwards, they were actually able to battle, but the strong start of San Juan here in of Nueva Ecija here in today's ball game was just too much para dito sa Negros. They were able to battle it out. They were able to score inside, outside. Slowly but surely, they're able to get the rhythm of this new team. But Nueva Ecija was just too efficient in that game. 59.6% for 96 points is just too much. All the offense of Nueva Ecija worked in that game, and in the end, Nueva Ecija will be going home with that victory.
And you know, it's so hard to win against a Nueva Ecija team when you get beat on the boards like that, 42-28. That was just too much for them to handle. Ngayon naman, itong Bacolod, they also lost in their last game, and this was a game where Louis Vigil once again lit it up with 26 points, but it was just not enough for them to snap this already 15-game losing streak of theirs against the South Cotabato Warriors.
Well, against one team that is really on the top end of our Southern Division, Bacolod was able to really hold their ground in that last game. Ludovice, Marilao, and also itong si Louis Vigil has been slowly able to carry this team to be better, but the problem is they have not been able to get the victories yet here in the season. You look at the numbers right here, 44% in that last game, but the rebounding is still one side where they have to be able to adjust. They gave up +7 para dito sa South Cotabato, and the bench really has to step up para dito sa Bacolod.
Oh, you mentioned Jeb Bulawan at the top of our coverage as one guy who could try to step up. He can really help in the rebounding department to help Bacolod get their second win of the season, but they're going to have to do it against the Negros Muscovados. Let's get the show on the road. Let's turn you over to Miguel Pere.
Magandang hapon mga kaliga, and welcome to the first game of our triple header here at the Batangas City Sports Coliseum between Negros and Bacolod. This is the 2024 Manny Pacquiao's MPBL Season 6, presented by Extreme, live on the official MPBL Facebook page, YouTube channel, MPTV Signal Channel 98, MPTV Channel 53 on satellite, and on Pilipinas Live app. Let's meet our starters. First, for the Negros Muscovados. Starting at guard number 12, J.R. Chavez. Also at guard number 77, Reds Palma. Center number 6, John Gabriel. Forward number 22, Sam Peralta. And the other forward number 19, Alvin Capobres. Their head coach is Bonnie Garcia. Assistant coaches, Juan Miguel Martin, J.M. Lagumen, and Arvel Cabaling. Team managers are Randall Patricio, Ruel Weber, and Rocky Gomez. Team owners are John Gilbor and Grace Gilbor. Now, the starting 5 for Bacolod City of Smiles. Starting at guard number 16, Ivan Ludovice. Also at guard number 7, Jojo Antiporda. Center number 14, Decoy Lopez. forward number 18, Alfred Cedillo, and the other forward number 24, Louis Vigil. The head coach for Bacolod City of Smiles is the Crunchman, Alex Cabagnot. Assistant coaches, Bong Sangalang, Juben Farbasil, and Rod Solentino. Team consultant is Chris Gavina, the manager, Luigi.
Starting five of this game brought to you by New Star Max. Win to the max. JR Chavez and Renz Palma in the backcourt, joined by John Gabriel, Sam Peralta, and Alvin Capopres para sa Negros Muscovados. On the other side, it's Ivan Ludovice, Jojo Antipoto, Decoy Lopez, Alfred Cedillo, and Louis Vigil for the side of the Crutchman, Coach Alex Cabagnot of the Bacolod City of Smiles. We welcome you to the first game of our Thursday triple header here at the Batangas City Coliseum. This is Javi Palanya, joined by Coach Juanito Gregorio and Ms. Mika Abisamis. Shout out to everybody watching on MPTV Channel 98 on Signal, Satellite Channel 53, the Pilipinas Live app, as well as on our Facebook and YouTube channels. Negros gets the first tip here. Renz Palma has been the leading scorer of the Muscovados this season, and rightfully so, he gets the first basket of the game para sa kanilang koponan.
Well, he really played well in that last game. Although he really sat down a long time from the third to the fourth quarter, he was still one of the leading scorers para dito sa Negros. And today, I expect him to really step up para dito sa Muscovados.
It was actually him and Jem Cruz who shared scoring honors in that game for the Muscovados. Of course, it was no secret that there was a lot of motivation to go around para kay Renz Palma as he went up against his former squad, the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards.
You actually saw it from the start. He was very aggressive. He was really jumping off the bat. But he just sat out just a little too long from the third to the fourth quarter. Kaya medyo lumig itong si Renz Palma. But good to see him back aggressive right here to start the ball game.
It's Sam Peralta on the line for 2 shots. He sinks the first. And you know what? Going back to Renz Palma, I just want to mention this. You know when he's locked in when you see him making those wraparound moves. That's his favorite move.
That fast break, wrap around from the top. Minsan may dak-dak pa to.
Exactly.
Si Renz Palma.
I've said this a lot, but I'll say this again for those who haven't heard it. Before, when I first saw Renz Palma, he was trying out for FEU. That was when he was still not yet with UE that time. He was trying out for Team B alongside guys like Achi Inigo. Yan yung mga kasamahan niya nun eh. And he was ultra athletic back then. Talagang sumasalpak talaga siya. And that's all he knew to attack the ring.
Continue to work on this game. Now, one of the best stars here in the MPBL, itong si Renz Palma.
Antiborda from the corner. That's a miss. Wala pa rin sa scoreboard natin ang Bacolod. Capopres drops it off. John Gabriel got hit. No whistle blown. Antiborda has a chance to get Bacolod their first basket of this game.
The one thing I'm expecting is this can be a high-scoring ball game between Negros and Bacolod. Both teams love to run whenever given that opportunity. Tatakbo at tatakbo itong parehas na kupunan na ito. And so far, there's already 2 fast break points each from either team.
Miss from the outside. The rebound goes to Bacolod. Antiborda as Chavez in front of him. Antiborda tries to lean in. That's a miss. Gabriel almost walked there. Chavez will set this one up for the Muscovados. Bad pass right there. Going to John Gabriel. That sails out of bounds. Turnover for the Negros Muscovados. Right away, we have our fast break of the game brought to you by New Star Max. Win to the max. Excellent forward pass there by Ivan Ludovice, finding Jojo Antiborda on the break.
I like what Bacolod is doing. There is a mixture of 2-point guards in Ludovice and Antiborda. So you don't know who is bringing down the ball. You don't know who is doing the scoring load. At pwede nilang pagpalit-palitin para dito sa Bacolod.
You know, that seems to be a much more common theme nowadays to have 2 legit point guards in the backcourt.
It's actually getting more famous dito sa MPBL. You actually saw it in Abra where they actually put 3-point guards. Sinobrahan pa nila. And that late game against Quezon, they put Caballero, Manzo, and who was their other point guard? Ditong Abra.
Yeah, we'll check that later.
We'll check that later. They had 3-point guards in that rotation. So slowly, yung mga teams talagang ginagamit nilang weapon. Itong 2 to 3-point guard lineup.
4-6. Negros in the lead by 2. Palma Doesn't use the Gabriel screen. John pops out. Shot from the outside, way off the mark.
Not usually the comfort zone ito ni John Gabriel. And if he's wide open, he has the green light to take it. Just a miss in that last possession.
And talking about fast break situations, J.R. Chavez always part of that mix-up. Ivan Ludovic is scoring on a beautiful reverse there, coming off the attack from the top. Decoy Lopez gets one off the glass.
The addition of Decoy Lopez has really been huge para dito sa Bacolod. To start the season, we were looking for that inside threat na mabibigay para dito sa Bacolod, and Decoy Lopez has been able to provide that para sa Bacolod.
Gabriel in trouble. Chavez tried to drop it off underneath the Peralta, gets it back. That's an air ball. We'll go the other side. Bacolod basketball. J.R. Flores will be coming in here for Coach Bonnie Garcia. Upo muna dito si John Gabriel. John Formento papasok na rin for J.R. Chavez. These new guys have really given a lot of life to this Negros franchise the past few games. In fact, they're coming off their longest winning streak, tying their start to the season. That 3-game winning streak just stopped in the last game by the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. Lopez attacking inside. Late rotation coming from the defense of Bacolod.
So much respect for the shooter out there. There was a double deny on the wing guy. Two guys to the corner. Decoy Lopez wide open, cutting to the middle.
It's now 8-6. Coach Bonnie Garcia forced to call his first time out of the game. 6 minutes and change remaining here in the opening frame. Renz Palma, 15 points in their last game against Nueva Ecija, sharing scoring honors with Jem Cruz. He had 11 of those coming in the second half. Lived on the free throw line, 6 out of 7 from the charity stripe. More on Renz Palma coming from Ms. Mika Abesames.
Point guard pala ang unang posisyon ni Renz Palma. He played this throughout elementary and high school. Pero pagdating daw niya ng Manila, nagulat daw siya sa daming magaling na point guard na nakaharap niya. So he decided to train and master being a forward. But because of playing point for a long time, malawak na talaga ang vision niya sa loob ng court at sanay siya sa assists. So here he is as one of the most versatile guys in the league. Javi and Juanito.
Thank you so much, Mika. Good report there. Well, you know, that's why he always has his head up when he's bringing down the basketball.
Especially when he's running.
Yeah.
You know, he looks at everybody on that fast break. Pero at the end of the day, alam din niya na kaya niyang talunan lahat eh. So he has so much advantage on that open break.
That's a miss inside coming from Decoy Lopez. Oscavados with a chance to tie here. Flores running the DHO there with Renz Palma. Renz gives it back to J.R. Flores from the outside. Swishes in through. Great play coming from the Muscavados.
Right away, we saw the point guard skills of Renz Palma going for the drive. Was able to attract two defenders wide open for the threes, J.R.
Palma is averaging close to 4 assists per contest this year, along with his 14.8 points that leads the Negros Muscavados. Take a look at that last play. That was pass from Renz Palma going to J.R. Flores. That's our 3-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances.
I like this rotation of Negros. They're going a little bit of a small ball basketball action. They're putting J.R. Flores at the 5 to be able to stretch the floor. And it worked in that last play.
Sam Peralta coming on over from the Sarangani Marlins has been a staple at the power forward position for Coach Bonnie Garcia. And that's the reason why.
Textbook power forward. Itong si Sam Peralta, always going for that offensive board. Is able to move without that basketball, able to play good defense.
Ricky Peromingan, Danny Marilao, and Jeb Bulawan are now in the game for the crunch man, Alex Cabagnot. Vigil has yet to score, passes it inside. Peromingan tried to shovel a pass to Bulawan. That's picked off by Capobres, and Louis Vigil gives up the foul to stop the transition attack.
You see the game plan of Negros. So every time Bacolod makes a mistake, automatically they are running And they'll be trying to take advantage either a 4 versus 3, a 3 versus 2. Talagang tatakbo at tatakbo itong Negros Muscovados.
Kapobres will check out. Pasok na dito si Jem Cruz para sa kupunan ng Negros. 11-8. Lead is 3. Palma, pocket pass to Peralta. Peralta short. Tries to get it back against 3 black shirts over the 3. Sam Peralta getting the 2 points.
You love the heart, you love the hustle. 4 black shirts, yet it's the 1 white shirt who wins that rebounding battle. Sam Peralta now with 4 points.
Marilao, strong attack to the basket. That rolls off the ring. Rebound to who? Sam Peralta. Palma now. Bounce pass. Flores inside. Could not complete the 3-point play opportunity, but he will go to the line for 2 shots.
Hindi ko alam kung merong earpiece itong si Renz Palma. Simula, narinig niya yung report ni Mika. Hindi na siya shoot. Talagang puro pasa na ang ginawa. Pinapakita ang kanyang point guard skills. You gotta give props para dito kay Renz Palma, really trying to create for all of his teammates.
Yeah, you know what? If the NBA has their players mic'd up, I think our players here have earpieces.
Para sa free throw lang yan eh. Pag pinanggit mo yung free throw percentage, more than automatic, talaga nagmimintis yung ibang players.
Di ko alam kung nananadya sila or they're trying to prove us wrong or... But, you know, it's still part of the enjoyment of covering this league. We just love the action that we're seeing dito sa liga ng bawat Pilipino. Louis Vigil sizing up Jem Cruz. Vigil, the kick out, Bulawan, he can hit that. A little bit too strong. Pardo gets the long board. Vigil, too strong as well. Rebound to Renz Palma. Formento steps back, fakes, leans in, gets the pass to Palma. Palma carries it. No good. Peralta, another offensive rebound, but stripped by Bacolod. Marilao. Oh, almost got it to Louis Vigil, but takes it for himself. What a move there by Danny Marilao.
Always tough when you see Danny Marilao running that break more than automatic. That is a 2-pointer. But it's a half-court setup ng Bacolod where they are struggling. So far in the running game, they are able to get buckets. But in the half-court setup, it's been a real struggle for Bacolod.
Check out a play of the game brought to you by Suzuki. Check this one out. I don't know kung sinadya niya yun or nadulas lang.
Parang nadulas lang eh. Parang nadulas lang tapos, uy, kumagat. Akin na to.
Maganda pa eh. That's Danny Marilao scoring his first bucket of the game para dito sa Bacolod. They're down by 5 here against the Muscovados. John Formento has emerged as the second leading scorer para dito sa kupunan ng Negros after starting out the season with Bataan where he averaged just 2 points a game.
Well,
Imagine that.
He played for Coach Bonnie Garcia, so he knew how to really get out the real game nito ni Jan Formento. And I mean, I'm sure Jan is very happy to be able to play for his old coach.
Aside from playing in Colegio de San Lorenzo, he also had a stop in St. Clair College playing for Coach Gino Manansala. That's just a testament as Formento commits the offensive foul. A testament to how well Coach Gino Manansala has run the program there at St. Clair. Ang dami ng successful players that have come out of that college.
Oh yes, one of the more underrated teams we have here in the country, St. Clair. Talk about underrated, an underrated defender, Ian Pardo. Single coverage pressure, yet he was able to get a turnover off Jan Formento.
Kaya lang, they're down by 7 here. Louis Vigil trying to will his way to a basket there. That's a miss. Vigil has yet to score in this game. Formento breaks free from the defense. Reyes wasn't quite ready for that pass.
We can call Louis Vigil the diesel. This guy always starts slow, pero pag nag-init na, hindi na tumitigil tong si Louis Vigil. But always in the first quarter, he's always gonna struggle. Will try to get his game slowly. But once he gets his game going, this guy is an easy 20 and 10.
He's averaging 26.2 points per game in the 5 games that he's played for Bacolod so far this season. That's coming on over from the 3x3 game. Sorry miss underneath by Marilao. And here come the Muscovados. Reyes, good catch and finish.
I like the activity of the power forwards nitong Negros Muscovados. Earlier, their power forward really was able to provide a lot. Now it's Ryan Reyes providing the same thing.
Sam Peralta and Ryan Reyes giving Negros the energy they're needing here in this game, helping them to this 9-point lead. Look at that. That was a sorry miss off a good find by Ivan Ludovice. You could tell the frustration was a big part of why they weren't able to get back on defense to stop that fast break attempt.
Almost a picture-perfect execution. Just a miss galing dito kay Danny Marilao.
Ludovice turns the ball over. Decoy Lopez couldn't handle the pass. 6 fast break points each so far in this game para sa parehong koponan. They are actually both averaging 17.3 fast break points per game this season. Itong Negros at Bacolod.
Two of the fastest teams we have here in our league in Negros and Bacolod.
Just behind San Juan, Sarangani, Nueva Ecija, Zamboanga, and Pampanga.
And Reyes once again with that strong attack. He was actually one of the reasons why Negros was able to mount a mini comeback in that last game. The third and fourth quarter, he really hustled it up and they were able to get a mini run. And here he is having that same rhythm.
If my memory serves me right, he was scoreless the entire first half. Ended up with 10 points. Tip in attempt, no good galing sa kanya. Pero Mingan pushing the envelope here for Bacolod. Good transition defense for the white shirts. Under a minute to play here in the first quarter. Pero Mingan goes to the right. Drops it off. Decoy Lopez hung but was blocked by Ryan Reyes. Here comes Reds Palma. Hang time. No good. Second serving. Yes, sir.
It's good defense up top para dito sa Negros. I felt that was a foul but looks like wala talagang tinamaan. But maybe we'll see a replay later.
Ludovice, top ball screen offered by Decoy Lopez. Ludovice crossover in the lane. Bulawan goes up. Contact, no whistle blown. Palma underneath, bounce pass. Jeb Cruz gets the 2 points.
Once again, who is making that play off the fast break? It's Renz Palma. And either he's passing or finishing, but one thing's automatic, he is running that break.
Foul to give there for the Buscovados. That's the last foul to give for Negros in this quarter. Take a look at that last play. Palma underneath. Saw that 2 defenders were right in front of him. Jem Cruz making the cut and getting that one off the bank. Palma has been doing a little bit of everything, scoring, passing, and rebounding para dito sa Negros. 1 second to go. Ludovice from downtown. That's off to the right. And that, ladies and gentlemen, marks the end of quarter number 1 between Negros and Bacolod.
What a strong start para dito sa Negros. Buscovados outrunning itong Bacolod. Bacolod on the other end. 6 points off the fast break, but after that 6 points, it's been a real struggle on the half-court setup para dito sa Bacolod.
Yeah, actually, Negros now leading the fast break department 12-6 right now, while they shoot 42% from the field, limiting Bacolod to just 26%. Danny Marilao tried to will his team back into this game. Unfortunately for them, the Muscovados were just relentless in attacking and running, trying to push the pace. Renz Palma at the forefront of that attack, being held by guys like Jem Cruz and Ryan Reyes. The score is 25-10, our end of the first quarter score, brought to you by GameX, GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending GameX. Our fan of the game is brought to you by Jinky Skin, ang isa sa mga nagagandahang dilag dito sa Batangas City Coliseum. This is Happy Palanya alongside Coach Juanito Gregorio for Thursday triple header dito sa Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, Mika Abesamis is at courtside. There are your first quarter field goals. 9 out of 21 for Negros, while Bacolod only shooting 5 out of 20.
You know, it's almost the same attempts para sa kanila, only +1 para di sa Negros. But the efficiency and the way everything has been executed going the side of Negros.
Bacolod now trying out zone defense here against this vaunted half-court attack for Negros, which they continue to fail to stop. Jera Flores hitting that one from top of the circle.
Jera Flores, that is his comfort zone. That middle part on top of the key whenever he's open. He's taking it, he's making it.
At Deporda blitzed, forced to give it up to Cedillo. Vigil, turnaround jumper, that's money. Finally, Louis Vigil on our scoreboard.
Ito na yung sinasabi natin. Once you get Louis Vigil going, this guy can get hot in an instant. So Negros has to be careful here in the second quarter.
28-12. Corner pass to John Ray Villanueva, who is making a sort of homecoming here at the Batangas City Coliseum. A long-time member of the Batangas franchise under Coach Cholo Villanueva. Ito si John Ray Villanueva. Meanwhile, let's take a look at this three-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. That's three-pointer number 2 for Negros in this game, courtesy of J.R. Flores. Bacolod has yet to hit from the outside. Cedillo underneath gets the bounce.
2 easy shots para dito sa Bacolod. Both close to the basket, and that is what Coach Alex Cabagnot wants. Be able to execute, get easy shots off the half-court setup.
Formento steps back, gives it up to Cruz. Pati rin pala to si Jem Cruz, making a homecoming here at the Batangas City Coliseum. He was also under the tutelage of Coach Cholo Villanueva for a season sa Batangas. Cedillo gets a good pass from Decoy Lopez.
Quick 6-0 run para dito sa Bacolod, and all coming close to the basket. Few smiles galing dito kay Coach Alex Cabagi.
You know what? Coach Alex Cabagnot is actually listed as a playing head coach. That's why I'm still waiting for the time where he puts on that Bacolod jersey.
Oh, that's gonna be very, very dangerous. We know that this guy can still ball.
Oh, definitely.
We just saw him play well against the Gilas Pilipinas team,
Exactly.
who competed against the world. Meaning he is still on top of his game even at his age.
And mind you, he played heavy minutes in that game,
Oh,
that
yes.
exhibition game against the national squad. John Ray Villanueva gets fouled. He'll take 2 shots here. Villanueva got 6 points in that game against Nueva Ecija. 2 out of 8 from the field. First free throw is good. Coach Bonnie Garcia was a long-time assistant as well of Coach John Calios at Sarangani. And when this opportunity opened up, he decided to take it. It's been a while that he's been able to take a head coaching job.
But you see actually that he is really meant for this role, able to adjust well. One of the things I love about Coach Bonnie is how quick he adjusted on the pag nag-halftime tayo, and really a very good coach here in the MPBL.
You know, people would assume that old school coaches would just try and stick to their old ways, but Coach Bonnie Garcia is one of those old school coaches who has continued to adapt in this modern day era of Philippine basketball.
A good mix of everything. His system is not old school, but the way he handles his players, the discipline, nakikita mo yung body language nitong Negros Muscovados. Alam mong mataas ang respeto nila para dito kay Coach Bonnie Garcia. And one guy who is really playing well in the tutelage of Coach Bonnie is this guy, John Formento.
Definitely, he has really blossomed from college now to the pros here para sa Negros. Imagine, napalabas siya talaga yung laro nito ni John Formento. It was a reunion that sparked a renaissance in his career this season, talking about John Formento. The lead is 17 for the Muscovados. Comfortable advantage para sa kanila. Formento toying with Antiporda there on top, but he loses control. Ludovice pressuring John Ray Villanueva. That leads to a turnover. Vigil decelerating, gets fouled, and he will go to the line for 2 shots.
So John Formento has been pressured heavily by any guard nitong Bacolod. They've been able to force a few turnovers off of that full court pressure on the point guard. So let's see if they'll be continuing to go with that game plan.
Louis Vigil, former JRU Light Bomber, former UST Growling Tiger, and former PBA 3x3 player, making his debut this season in the MPBL. There you see his numbers. If he has played since the start of the season, those numbers would already put him at the top of the scoring ladder, because our top scorer this season is JC Marcelino, who is averaging around 20-21 points per game. Si Louis Vigil, 26. Vigil pressuring Jem Cruz on top. Cruz gets the screen from Flores. Cruz still has it. He takes the jumper. Good
wow.
spin on that shot.
That was well defended on the 3 para dito kay Jem Cruz. But that step back, that shot well above his head. Just too hard to defend. Good defense, just better offense by Jem Cruz.
Jem Cruz only averaging 25.4% from three-point country this season, but that has always been his bread and butter, that outside shot. In fact, he has, for me, one of the prettiest jumpers here in the league.
Very calm, very composed. Can never leave Jem Cruz wide open.
Negros forcing another miss. Bacolod has really had a difficult time putting baskets into the hoop. Flores missing from the outside. There's a foul on the rebounds play. I think that's going to go against Ryan Reyes.
It's a little too aggressive para dito kay Ryan Reyes na itulak ang player ng Bacolod on that last play. But let's watch this once again. Good switch, well challenged by Decoy Lopez. Hand up, man up, yet still no problem para dito kay Jem Cruz making that tough bucket.
4 out of 11 are the Muscovados from the outside, while Bacolod has yet to hit from downtown, but it's gonna be just a matter of time before a guy like Louis Vigil is able to get a 3-point shot for Bacolod. That's a shot inside the arc from the baseline coming from Louis Vigil.
0 points in the first quarter, yet 6 all of a sudden here in the second quarter. The diesel is slowly heating up.
And you know, that name could actually stick. Let's see if he really likes it. Tanungin natin kung kaya. Reyes,
Baka
that's
biglang
not
mag-init
really
sa
his
first
game.
quarter.
Yun ang guy. Turnover taken here by Bacolod. Vigil at the middle. Bounce pass, Antiporda. Contact, basket, and 1 para kay Jojo Antiporda.
Once again, that running game working the side of Bacolod. 3 versus 2. With the head being Louis Vigil. This guy can score, this guy can pass. In that last play, he will be able to give it up para dito kay Jojo Antiporda.
Mr. Do-It-All making it happen there para kay Jojo Antiporda. They're featured in our fast break of the game, brought to you by New Star Max. Win to the max. That's the halfway point of our second quarter here between Negros and Bacolod. Antiporda has made a good account of himself here and a starting job in this game para kay Coach Alex Cabagnot. He will check out for Ian Pardo. This guy has been like an assassin para kay Coach Alex Cabagnot off the bench. Parang utility guy niya to eh.
Oh yes, this guy has been put in to pressure whoever has that basketball. Parang linta eh. You can never leave Ian Pardo.
Flores faces up against Lopez. Jumper on the way. That's money once again para dito kay JR Flores, who is already up to 10 points in this game. First guy in double figures.
This jumper is just so deadly, either from the mid-range or the 3-point shot. He has a really smooth jumper.
He was one of the missing links in that game against Nueva Ecija. Scoreless in 11 minutes. Only attempted 3 shots in that game. Ito si JR Flores. There's a foul underneath. A guy is down on that baseline. Is that Biolonga? Yeah, that's Biolonga.
He got hurt by an extension of the forearm on the face, I think.
Holding on to under part of his nose. He seems to be okay. Just a little shaken up, but you know, kahit pogi yan, he's a tough nut.
Papalitan muna ng kapwa pogi na si Brix Ramos. Fighting Maroon for Fighting Maroon substitution here.
Kaya nahumusga ako sino mas pogi. Basta pag taga-UP pogi.
Oh, tama. Included ba tayong dalawa dyan?
Siyempre naman, kaya ako nga sinabi yan. 38-23. Negros continues to enjoy this advantage. Cruz will try to extend that. He was hit but no whistle was blown. Short on the back shot attempt. Vigil to the left side. Pardo from downtown. That's good.
3 and D. That is the role of Ian Pardo para dito sa Bacolod. He's been able to pressure the guards of Negros. Now an opportunity to shoot the 3. Ian Pardo makes it.
Because we have been in the business of handing out nicknames in this game, we handed out the Diesel to Louis Vigil. Maybe we could call Ian Pardo the Hitman.
Pwede. Kakaroon na rin ng pangalan itong si Ian Pardo, but this guy has been able to provide quality minutes always para sa Bacolod.
And you know, his is a story of hard work and dedication.
Definitely.
He has hung around the basketball scene for quite some time. Española, meanwhile, Gets one from the outside. Getting three-pointer number 5 for the Muscovados.
Another guy you can never leave wide open. Ito si JJ Española. From the time he got here in the Philippines, this guy has always been a shooter. And there he shows why you can never leave him alone.
I've always been amazed at this jumper. You know, being a lefty, I wish that I had this kind of stroke.
Very smooth.
Kasi, buti nga actually na di ako binigyan ni Lord ng ganyang stroke eh. Kasi kung hindi, nandito na ako sa court naglalaro. Yun na naman talaga kulang sa laro ko nun eh.
Ang binigay sa yung blessing ay yung pagsasalita mo at ang pag-analyze natin ng basketball.
I don't know if it's gonna be a blessing because, you know, I'm talking with you here. Is that really a blessing?
It is. It is. Ito yung bonding natin.
Sawa-sawa na ako sa mukha mo eh. 13 years? Has it been 13 years?
It's been.
41-26. Pardon our banter here on the sideline. We're just really enjoying our company here and watching these games. 2 minutes and 20 to go here in the first half. Española almost walked there, finds himself open. That's money para kay JJ Española.
Quick decision making para dito kay JJ on that wide open mid-range bucket. This is actually sort of a homecoming. He is going up against the team he started with.
That's correct, yeah.
He played for Bacolod to start the season, yet he was able to transfer over to Negros where he is actually able to get more minutes para dito sa Muscovados.
Cedillo leans in. That was short. Marilao gets the loose ball. Danny spins. That was a clean swipe by JJ Española. Bricks Ramos now. Gets fouled on the way. That's going to be 2 shots para kay Bricks Ramos.
Actually, want to see more aggressiveness galing dito kay Bricks Ramos. A 6'2" point guard who can really do a lot. A very strong body. But sometimes he's just not aggressive going to the basket. This guy can do a lot if he puts his body into it. But there in the last play, nakita natin that he can get a foul off of that attack and Bricks will be trooping to the line.
Yeah, that's always been the conversation about him for quite some time now. Way short on that first free throw. Even when he was playing for the Quezon Huskers last year, I've always brought up that conversation about Bricks Ramos already having almost all the physical attributes to be able to actually be a dominant offensive player.
You know, it's not all the time we can actually have a 6'2" point guard who can take care of that basketball, have that body type.
Well, Bacolod certainly not taking care of this Negros offense right now as Renz Palma hits from the outside there for the Muscovados. But, you know, going back again to Bricks Ramos, he's tall, he's strong, and he has that tight handle, as you mentioned. Yung shooting na lang talaga yung naging problema.
Well, if he can add that shooting, if he can be a little bit more aggressive, malaki pa ang pwedeng growth nito ni Bricks Ramos. This guy is young. He's only about 23, 24. So still a lot of basketball to be played for this young gun.
I still believe that he will be able to get to his full potential soon.
Yes.
We know the type of work ethic that he has. Ito si Bricks Ramos.
We see the videos. He always has been working out. Always has that mentality of being the first one in, last one out. And this Bricks Ramos for you.
There you see Coach Chris Gavina, first assistant coach to the Crunchman, Alex Cabagnot para dito sa Bacolod. Former Bacoor City Strikers coach. Ito si Coach Chris Gavina. Ivan Ludovice able to get that second free throw to drop, but this is still a huge 19-point advantage in front of them.
The offense of Negros has really been working. 25 points in the first quarter, 21 already, possibly 23 after these 2 free throws. The defense of Bacolod has been non-existent here in the first half.
Explain to us what Negros has been doing. Have they been doing anything special?
Nothing special. Their game plan has just been working. It's been 2 things. Number 1, run that basketball. 12 fast break points in the first quarter. They were able to get that lead. Number 2, shoot the ball outside if you're wide open. Already 5 3-pointers made para dito sa Negros Muscovados. A very simple game plan, but if it's effective, no need for you to change it. And so far, they are sticking with this game plan.
You know what they say, if it ain't broke, why fix it? Capobres, though, short on the second free throw. Former Rizal Golden Cooler. 46-27. Actually, 0 out of 2 for Capobres on his last trip to the line. Too much aggressiveness on the defensive end right there para kay Renz Palma. That's going to be a foul, and that will put Marilao to the free throw line. Both teams already in the penalty as you take a good look at Coach Bonnie Garcia on the Negros sidelines. Marilao gets the first free throw. Danny Marilao has been one of the constant contributors this season para kay Coach Alex Cabagnot. In fact, you remember there was one game, I think that was a game I covered with you, where he was exchanging slam dunks.
Yes. Right off that middle part. That was actually really
With Dante Pagio,
Yes.
Bataan. A miss from the outside, but looks like there's a foul here against Bacolod. It's going to go against Ricky Peromingan. Brix Ramos will once again troop to the free throw line.
take this moment to say to all our Visayas viewers, Maayong Udto. Did I say it right?
I don't know. I'm not from Visayas.
Maayong Udto, because it's going to be a Visayas invasion in today's MPBL day. Negros versus Bacolod, and Iloilo will be playing in our second game. So to all our viewers, hope you're enjoying, lalo na sa ating mga taga Iloilo, Bacolod, and Negros. You'll be enjoying the MPBL, and hopefully we can visit back you.
Usually it happens in the latter part of the year, mga bandang September, October, ganyan, right before the playoffs. So let's wait for further announcements from our head of operations, Boss Emerson Oreta. Kung magkakalaro tayo sa Visayas and sa Mindanao. 47-29, Bacolod having a really tough time putting points on the board here in the first half. 11 out of 36 from the field. Missed free throws not helping their cause either. 30 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Brix Ramos sees Renz Palma on the left side. Another great play there by the Muscovados.
Always going to be the strength of Brix Ramos, how to create for his teammates. As long as he is, this guy can create for all of his teammates. A good pass from Brix.
Corner pocket shot, pero Mingan drains it from the outside. Ooh, timeout here by Coach Bonnie Garcia as he tries to map out the last play, possibly, this second quarter para sa koponan ng Negros. Brix Ramos setting up Renz Palma there. You know, sometimes I think Brix Ramos might be just too unselfish.
Oh, yes. But, you know, that is the strength of his game. At the end of the day, this guy is a pass-first guy. 4 guys, what he was able to attract and getting that assist will be ending the last 12 seconds, 49-31 in favor of Negros.
.2 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 49-31. Possession for the Muscovados, possibly last shot time para sa kanila, but Bacolod putting on some pressure here in the backcourt. Ivan Ludovice wants a challenge. He feels like it was last touch on Brix Ramos and not on him. Will Coach Alex Cabagnot oblige? Yes, he will. The yellow light is on in front of Miguel Beret. We'll take a look at that last sequence. Our officials for this game, referee Jay Castroverde, Julius Ticchio, Jackson Mabatos, and the fourth man, Michael Kinay. We will stay on the air here. 12.3 seconds ang natitira dito. It has been a dominant offensive showing for Negros in this first half, shooting 17 out of 37, 45% from the field, and those 6 3-pointers have really given them a big boost.
There's really the fast break points and their 3-pointers has really been huge para dito sa Negros Muscovados. 6 3-pointers plus their 12 fast break points. 30 of the 49 points just coming from those 2 threats. More than half of their points coming from their very simple game plan. Pero sabi nga natin, if it works, why change it? And I assume that will be the same game plan.
Was successful.
Oh, successful challenge para kay Coach Alex Cabagnot. So, good call for Ivan Ludovice to call for a challenge. Galing sa kanyang head coach. There you see.
It
Came
hit
off the knee. Yeah.
Came off the knee.
Brix Ramos to
Good opportunity para dito sa Bacolod to further trim down the lead here.
Pardo to trigger in, sees Lopez underneath. Good standing, honest defense by John Gabriel. Still ample time here for a final possession for Negros. They turn it over. Ludovice near the half-court line. That is nowhere near getting in para kay Ivan Ludovice.
Not the best end para dito sa Negros Muscovados. They had 8 seconds but they rushed a little too much on that last play. But still, heading to the second half, they will be having an 18-point lead.
J.R. Flores was one of the guys that really helped Negros Muscovados put up this advantage here at the half. 10 points, the only guy so far in double figures sa laro na to.
J.R. Flores off the bench really stepped up big time, stretching out the floor, getting a lot of rebounds, playing terrific defense.
49-31 is the count at the end of the first half. Our halftime score brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX.
Back at the Batangas City Coliseum for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. My name is Mika Abesamis, and right now I am joined by Sir Rendel Patricio, the team manager of the Negros Muscovados. Magandang hapon, Sir Rendel. Alam mo, sir, napapansin ko, mas maganda na talaga yung chemistry ng team ngayon, ano, buong-buo na. Tapos pag pumapasok ako sa dugout nyo, napapansin ko, mas seryoso na ang mga players. Kumusta ba kayo ngayon, sir?
Well, this is kudos talaga kay Coach Bonnie. Have done everything para lang maging okay talaga yung chemistry namin. Through practices namin, he always instilled to us na kailangan talaga namin seryosohin to because ito talaga yung goal namin to get to the next round, which is the playoffs. And malay natin, we would be able to get to semis or maybe higher pa. So right now, we're just aiming to win every game that we have through hard work and then sa disiplina talaga ng team.
Napakasarap naman po pakinggan ang inyong positivity, Sir Rendel. Meron po ba kayong mga gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
Yes, we would like to actually thank yung team owner namin, si John Alfred Gilbor, Grace Gilbor, Governor Bong Lacson, Vice Governor Jeffrey Ferrer, Attorney Refrando Diaz, Mayor Salvador Escalante Jr. of Cadiz City, Negros Occidental, Axter Marketing and Panisalis Family, Silver Graces and Construction Supply Management and Staff, Chicken at Baboy by Diodin Manillo, Ruel Weber, Arvel Cabaling, RK Hoops Apparel, and to my family there in Negros. Hi po.
Maraming salamat. Once again, Sir Rendel Patricio is the team manager of the Negros Muscovados. Magbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
Halftime now between the Negros Muscovados and Team Bacolod. The score is 49-31, 18 ang abante dito ng kupunan ni Coach Bonnie Garcia. Live na live pa rin ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino dito sa Batangas City Coliseum. This is Sammy Palanya alongside Coach Juanito Gregorio. These are your numbers after the first 20 minutes of action. Negros really doing good offensively in those first two periods.
You look at the numbers right here. Field goal percentage, very efficient para dito sa Negros, 45% compared to only 30% para dito sa Bacolod. But it's the rebounding end where they are really mastering over dito sa Bacolod. 35 rebounds, getting 12 second chance points off those 35 rebounds. But on the side of Bacolod, one thing they're doing well is they are running that basketball. But after that fast break, everything has been a struggle para dito sa Bacolod.
Louis Vigil has been trying to will his team to come back into this game. Unfortunately, he is only good for 6 points in this game, scoreless in the first quarter. On the other side, it's a much more balanced attack para dito sa kupunan ng Negros Muscovados. Renz Palma, Sam Peralta had a good start. J.R. Flores in double figures para dito sa kupunan ng Negros Muscovados. Renz Palma has 9, Peralta with 6, Española with 5, and many other guys also able to contribute para dito sa kapunan ng Negros. Halos lahat ng finield in ni Coach Bonnie Garcia in that first half were able to score at least 2 points. On the other side, it's Louis Vigil leading the way for Bacolod with 6, Antiporda with 5, Ludovice with 4.
And Bacolod has really been known to be using just a very short rotation. In that last game, they only actually had 26 bench points, which was a real struggle. And here you actually see only one guy has not played para dito sa Negros, which is Jimbir Alcaide. All the other guys have fielded in at least a minute para dito sa Negros Muscovados.
Second half now underway here between Bacolod and Negros. We are live from the Batangas City Coliseum. Javi Palanya joined by Coach Juanito Gregorio and Ms. Mika Abisamis. J.R. Chavez couldn't hit on the floater. He starts the second half together with Alvin Capobres, Jem Cruz, J.R. Flores, and Renz Palma. Para naman sa side ng Bacolod, it's Ludovice, Lopez, Cedillo, Vigil, and Jamel Ramos, who did not play at all in the first half for Bacolod.
So they want to be able to try and get new energy off the bench here. So Jamel Ramos will be given an opportunity.
Unfortunately, they muffed the opportunity on their first possession. Chavez fakes out the defense. I thought he almost traveled there, but gets a foul there against Ivan Ludovice.
He was able to get a little physicality of the off-balance Ivan Ludovice there, getting 2 free throws.
I'd like to take this opportunity to give a shout out to my friend Paul Nicolas and his car wash boys, Norman, Lee, and Ding of Good Auto Car Care. Happy viewing to you all and everybody watching on MPTV Channel 98 on Signal, Satellite Channel 53, the Pilipinas Live app, and on our Facebook and YouTube channels. J.R. Chavez, 6.3 points per game this season, almost 3 assists, but just 54.5% from the free throw line. Quite surprising considering how aggressive he is going to the basket. Chavez started this season with the Abra Weavers, where he had little playing time at that point guard spot, trying to share that same position with guys like Mac Talio and Roy Sumang at the start of the season.
It was really last season where he made a name for himself. Coming from the Marikina Shoemasters, he was one of the main guys in that team that really fought it out.
This guy has been the main guy of Negros this season, gliding his way to the basket. There was Renz Palma, who is now in double figures with 11.
Second guy in double figures para dito sa Negros. It was J.R. Flores, now Renz Palma.
Muscovados continue to look to run. Alvin Capobres this time finishing the break.
I just love how they are not scared of anyone. They're just gonna go and attack, do what they do best, and that's already 16 fast break points para dito sa Negros in this ballgame.
And it seems it doesn't matter who has that basketball para sa kanila. They will try to get to the cup. Ito Negros Muscovados. And what's good is they've been sharing the rock well.
No, they've been having a very good ball rotation dito sa ball game na to. Everybody is getting a touch. Everybody is a threat. And everybody just has that confidence to finish that break. Gotta give props to Coach Bonnie Garcia for being able to maximize on the strength of each and every one of his individuals.
Ludovice making good on his first try from the line. Ito namang free throw na to is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Well, Negros actually, compared to their last game against Nueva Ecija where they only had 14 assists, they already have 17 at this point and we still have so much time to go in this game.
They started out very slow against Nueva Ecija. We were the ones that covered that. They did not have the best first half. They were not able to rotate that basketball, but as I was saying, Coach Bonnie Garcia can really adjust his team to their needs. And you see this game, everybody is able to be a threat sa opensa ng Negros.
They actually almost won that second half against the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards after being down by 12 at the half, 53-41. They were able to win the third quarter 24-20, and they just lost the final frame by 23-21. Ludovice trying to get Bacolod in this game as a block there against Louis Vigil. Check out our play of the game brought to you by Suzuki. The rotation of the basketball continues para dito sa kupunan ng Negros. 3 guys getting a touch of that rock before finding its way into the hole. That was J.R. Chavez scoring on that play para sa Negros.
A little bit of a triple-double watch para dito kay Renz Palma. Already 11 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists here in the ball game.
Ludovice turns the ball over. Palma leaves it for Chavez. Chavez short on the layup attempt. That's an offensive foul against J.R. Chavez.
I think Renz Palma wants that triple-double. He is trying to create for his teammates. Usually this guy will finish off the fast break, but this time around, he is looking for anyone open.
He's really looking to pass, no? But you know, since he already has 11 points, the defense still thinks or assumes that he will try to get that basket. That's why it's been so unpredictable guarding him today. Flores bumps into the smaller Peromingan, who says that it should have been an offensive foul.
That's a good call. That's a defensive foul on Tricky Peromingan. Late on that trail job by J.R. Flores.
This is a huge 22-point advantage Bacolod is staring at right now, and Flores has a chance to extend it further. Missing on the first free throw though. He has yet to score here in the second half. Almost 3 minutes gone by sa ating pangatlong yugto.
To be completely honest, I'm surprised that Bacolod is not playing well today. This could have been a team they can challenge and get a win from. And they were able to challenge yung South Cotabato, which is a team in the top 4 in the Southern Division.
Well, actually, their past few games have been really close games, talking about Bacolod. And Louis Vigil has been at the forefront of their cause, averaging 26.2 games in the 5 games that he's been with this squad. Pero Mingan gets the pass, but Ticoy Lopez is there for the cleanup job.
A lot of missed layups para dito sa Bacolod. Earlier, we saw a wide open miss galing kay Darren Marilao. Now it's Tricky Perumingan on the other side.
60-39, Palma with the basketball, trying to deliver a pass there to Capobres. Chavez recovers the rock. Jem Cruz had time, that was short. That's a push, yeah, against J.R. Flores.
That's too tall itong si Ticoy Lopez. Having a good position there.
That's the first personal laban dito kay Ticoy Lopez. This is the first game of our Thursday triple header. Later on, we have Iloilo going up against Nueva Ecija as they try to strengthen their hold on that last spot in the playoff picture in the Southern Division. Louis Vigil scores on a 3. That's the first 3-point shot of the game para kay Louis Vigil, who now has 11 points.
Quick 5 points para dito kay Louis Vigil to try and give them a mini run here, but 18 points is still very far for them to be able to mount a comeback.
Only the second 3-pointer of the game para dito sa Bacolod. 60-42. Cruz makes a pass to the left side. Chavez sizing up the defense of Ramos, goes for the shot. That's a miss. Ludovice gets it to Vigil in front. Vigil with a finish.
Louis Vigil doing everything the past few possessions. This guy wants to lead this team and carry everybody on his back to try and get a comeback here in this game.
Check this out. The last few games para dito sa Bacolod City of Smiles. After losing to Pangasinan by 14 points. All of their games have been decided by 10 points or less. Their loss against San Juan was just 6 points, 91-85. Against Valenzuela was just 7. Renz Palma scoring there para sa Negros. Against Pasay, it was 10. And the last game against South Cotabato was just a 6-point loss.
You know, after the adjustment of this Bacolod team, they were able to challenge out any team. But sometimes it's really their first quarter that they struggle, and Negros was able to maximize on that struggle in the first quarter, now leading big, up 18 here with 5 minutes left in the third quarter.
62-44. We'll take a short break. Timeout on the floor para dito sa kupunan ni Coach Alex Cabagnon. Renz Palma, 13 points in this game to go with 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals. If Louis Vigil is Mr. Do-It-All para dito sa Bacolod in this game, Renz Palma has been doing it all para sa koponan ng Negros Muscovados. And to top it off, they're ahead big time here against Bacolod, 62-43. Palma already almost beating his average in this game. He's averaging 14.5 points per game this season for the Negros Muscovados. Under 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Marilao inserted back into the game. Finger roll is good para kay Danny Marilao.
The one guy missing in this ballgame is Danny Marilao. Usually a guy that is doing the scoring load para dito sa Bacolod, but here not really the best of ballgames para kay Danny.
Vigil as Capobres in front of him. Sneaky finish right there coming from the former Growling Tiger.
It's actually already 9 points para dito kay Louis Vigil here in this quarter.
Vigil picking up the personal foul there. Take a look at that last play. Ramos wanted to go backdoor, but Vigil had other things in mind. Getting that shot off against Alvin Capobres. That actually was just a 2-point shot as his foot was on the line. So the official score right now is 62-47. Ludovice near the free throw line. Jumper a little bit too strong. Couple of bounces. Couldn't nail it. But Louis Vigil right there working double time even on the glass.
Now all the way to 14 points. Itong si Louis Vigil. Scoreless in the first quarter. The last two already 14 points for Louis.
The Diesel trying to will Bacolod back into this game. The lead is 13 here. Jem Cruz scoring inside para dito sa Negros.
There's so much easy baskets para dito sa Negros in the second half. They're not going to that 3-point shot because they're getting a lot of easy baskets near the paint.
Oh, Vigil was feeling himself right there, missing from straight away. Pierre Longa at the corner. Gives it to the trailing Sam Peralta. Blocked there, but I think Vigil caught a piece of the arm. Gallant stand defensively, but unfortunately, he will be charged with a personal foul.
Sam Peralta, 6 points in the first quarter alongside 7 rebounds. This guy was very active to start the ball game. Now continuing that rhythm, trooping to the line for 2.
That's number 4 already on Louis Vigil. He was telling Coach Alex Cabagdon na, hindi, okay lang ako, Coach, I can stay and protect my 5th personal foul. But Coach Alex Cabagnon was adamant that he take a rest. They need him to get back into this game. And for now, he's going to have to take a rest. The other guys will have to take charge now in the last 3 minutes and 27 of this third quarter.
That's gonna hurt. That's already 8 points para kay Louis Vigil, all in this quarter alone.
Pero Mingan gets fouled there on the other side by Pio Longa. These two guys faced off against each other in the UAP Wars. Of course, Tricky Mingan coming from the Adamson program, while Pio Longa is a proud member of the UP Fighting Maroons. Was a proud member and still is a proud UP alumnus. Ito si Pio Longa. Ludovice Gets inside. Ooh. He might have thought that it could have been better if he went up for the
Oh
shot.
yeah, he was already wide open. That could have been two easy free throws or a layup para dito kay Ivan. But he will be trooping to the line here.
Both teams already in the penalty. 3 minutes and 13 still to go dito sa ating third quarter.
I love the addition of Ivan Ludovice para dito sa Bacolod. Him and Louis Vigil have really been stars and leaders of this team. They have not been able to get that win, but slowly but surely they are able to adjust.
Let's go to Mika Abesamis at courtside.
We are all aware of the struggle of Bacolod, how it has been very challenging getting those wins. But for a veteran like Ivan Ludovice, who has been through all the ups and downs of the game, he remembers how it was with Pasay, his first team during the first season when they were down in the standings and ended up with a 5-game winning streak eventually. Kanya-kanya daw na perception ng moral ang players, but this is what he told his teammates as the kuya. Work hard on your personal craft, keep getting better on your own, so eventually we can collect all of those good things and dump them inside our bowl as a team. Imposibleng walang good results. Gave advice to the young point guards, practice your vision, recognition for everybody, and master the time and score. Have you, Juanito?
Thank you so much, Mika. Well, you know, when Ivan finally hangs up his sneakers, he can actually make a career as a motivational speaker. Those were great words of wisdom coming from Bacolod's starting point guard. Actually, Ivan started this season with this very squad he's going up against right now in this game, the Negros
He
Muscovados.
didn't have a lot of minutes para dito sa Negros Muscovados. He was actually one of the guys coming off the bench, was not getting a lot of burn, but now transferring over to Bacolod. He is the starting point guard. He's getting his usual numbers. He's getting a lot of burn. And we are seeing the champion in Ivan Ludovice.
Ivan just played 6 games for Negros this season at the start. He averaged 5 points per game. And now with Bacolod, he has been putting up hugely better numbers. In fact, in that game against South Cotabato, kung di lang siya na-craps dun sa dulo, that would have given them an even better chance of trying to steal that victory against the Warriors. They're down by 10 here. The hitman, Ian Pardo, picking out that steal. Ludovice now leaves it for Cedillo. Step back against Sam Peralta. Gives it up to Ludovice. So much time still remaining on their shot clock. Marilao will be the one to offer the roadblock. Marilao gets a pass that was intended for Peromingan, but it's Pardo who takes the shot. That's off the mark. It will go to the other side. Negros basketball.
They could have cut the lead to single digits in that last possession. That was actually a very good shot galing ito kay Ian Pardo. Wide open on the right wing. Just would not go in. But now Negros needs to adjust and will be putting back in itong si JJ Española, who had 5 points in the first half.
The 3-point shot has not been very kind to Bacolod in this game. Only 1 out of 13 from 3-point country this afternoon itong Bacolod, while Negros is 6 out of 22. Formento will try to add to that total, and he does. That's 3-pointer number 7 for the Muscovados.
There's a lot of shooters para dito sa Negros. Bacolod has to fully close out on these shooters because they have so much confidence in taking those shots.
Pardo takes matters into his own hands there, trying to barge his way into the defense of the Negros Muscovados.
Watch that again. Off the handoff. They thought that Formento was going to use the Pio Longa screen. Fakes it off. Wide open on that left wing.
This 5 on the floor for Negros actually features 4 shooters and Sam Peralta.
Not the tallest 5, but they are really trying to stretch out the floor. So these 4 shooters are very deadly shooters para these Muscovados. Bacolod has to be able to locate all of these shooters.
Pardo splits his charities, 68 to 56. The lead is a dozen for the Muscovados. Capobres comes in para kay Pio Longa. That's a guy who can also shoot it from the outside. Ito si Alvin Capobres. Española will be the court general here for Negros. Peralta gets the pass, pressured by Cedillo. Peralta still has it. He's in the backcourt this time. Great aggressive pressure D coming from Bacolod there, almost coming up with a turnover.
We haven't seen that whole ball game long para dito sa Bacolod, but in that last play, physical and just right. They were able to pressure out just to limit 10 seconds left para dito sa Bacolod to shoot their shot.
Coach Bonnie Garcia met it with a warning here. didn't agree on that last sequence where he thought there should have been a foul called against the Bacolod defense. 10 seconds on the shot clock here for the white shirts. Espanola receives. He waves off. Ito si Sam Peralta. Takes Edilio one-on-one. Follow-away jumper
Oh, he
is
loves that.
good. Got it dito kay JJ Espanola.
He loves that shot. This guy can actually really score. He just doesn't put a lot of effort into scoring because he likes creating for his teammates, but needed in that last possession with that fadeaway. JJ Espanola gets the 2.
7 points in the game for Espanola. Mind you, that guy just arrived from the United States 3 days ago. May konting jet lag pa yan. Another stop for the Muscovados leads to this possession. Peralta goes up with without the basketball. Pero Mingan only has JJ in front of him. Pero Mingan able to get the hoop and the harm.
What aggressiveness by Tricky Peromingan. No breaks, all gas para dito kay Tricky Peromingan. Let's watch that again against JJ Espanola. Not really established. Strong attack, 3 versus 1. Tricky Peromingan will win that battle.
And show sportsmanship galing kay Tricky Peromingan, saying sorry right away to Espanola, who got that nice-looking fadeaway jumper against Cedillo on the baseline prior to this Peromingan basket. Peromingan though, unable to complete the bonus, 70-58. 12 pa rin ang abante dito ng Negros. About a 7-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Formento accepts the contact, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Anteporda. Chance to write the final sentence of the 3rd chapter here for Bacolod. Pardo doesn't use the 2 screens. Pardo from the outside doesn't get the bounce. Capobres fouled as soon as he came down for the rebound. Pretty useless there. Both teams have been in the penalty since the 3-minute and 13 mark of this quarter.
That's gonna hurt itong Bacolod. That would have been a perfect opportunity for them to cut the lead further to make this a ball game. Yet the opportunity will now go to the Muscovados to try and end with a 14-point lead.
I think our officials are trying to check kung umabot sa oras yung foul na itinawag dun laban sa Bacolod. Referee Julius Tikio trying to double check at our replay table to see kung umabot nga yung tawag na yun. 70-58. And there you see both teams using this opportunity to huddle up. All right, so my 7/10 of a second still remaining here. That's the time that they put back on the clock. Dito sa ating 3rd quarter. No, it's 1.7 seconds.
Still a lot of time for them to be able to get the shot up. But Alvin Capobres will be given 2 opportunities here. Not really his comfort zone. Only 52% on the line. Itong si Alvin Capobres. And Ryan on cue, he misses the first.
Capobres so far with 4 points and 4 rebounds plus an assist in this game. He's coming off the bench this afternoon para dito sa Negros. Capobres 62nd. That pass picked up by Villanueva. Shot. No good. That was way too strong. Galing kay John Ray Villanueva. And that's going to do it. Our 3rd quarter now in the books here between Negros and Bacolod. 27-21. That quarter was actually won by the City of Smiles. But the score still in favor of the Negros Muscovados at the end of the 3rd quarter, 71-58. This is brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending GameX. Presenting our Suzuki muscular and sporty fans of the game, just like the Avenus, do more and achieve more with the muscular and sporty scooter from Suzuki, the Avenus. Oras na para magmotor. Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League is live from the Batangas City Coliseum this Thursday afternoon. We take a look at the numbers of Louis Vigil against the South Cotabato Warriors. He had 26 points to match his average, 15 of those coming in the second half, 12 out of 21 from the field for the former UST Growling Tiger. Today, Louis Vigil has been hobbled with foul trouble but still able to get 16 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 steals, still filling the stat sheet. Ito si Louis Vigil.
And let's remember, he actually was scoreless in the first quarter. Itong si Louis Vigil.
He's back in the game here to start the fourth quarter along with Jojo Antiborda, Decoy Lopez, Ian Pardo, and Ivan Ludovice. Can this 5 trim down this double-digit advantage of Negros? Ludovice inside. That's a foul downstairs. It will not count, but
Oh, I think it should have counted. I think that should have counted.
everybody from Bacolod was jumping up and down when our referee said no downstairs. Quarter scoring right there on your screens. It was actually 27-22, not 27-21, but still a 1 quarter for Bacolod in that third period.
A better offensive quarter para dito sa Bacolod. 27 big points led by Ivan Ludovice as well as Louis Vigil. But defensively, allowing 22 points is still too much. But they have actually made this a ball game. They were able to cut this lead to 10. And this is very, very manageable para dito sa Bacolod for them to try and get a comeback.
All right, referee Julius Ticchio corrects himself. That basket will count para kay Ivan Ludovice.
Good way to start the quarter para dito sa Bacolod. Once again, they have an opportunity to cut the lead to 10 here. And as we were saying, this is very, very manageable para sa Bacolod.
Ludovice so far with 14 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 8 out of 10 from the free throw line. Ito si Ivan Ludovice, now 9 out of 11 after that make.
That two-man game between Ludovice and Vigil has been huge for them.
71-61 now, the latest 10 for the Muscovados. Formento, Capobres, Peralta, Española, and Villanueva, the 5 on the floor to begin this fourth quarter for Coach Bonnie Garcia. Capobres against the defense of Lopez, could not get it in. Villanueva, the offensive rebound, gets it off the glass.
Actually, clean defense by Decoy Lopez. No overextension, just putting his hands up. But better adjustment galing dito kay Villanueva to get that 2.
Vigil, top of the circle against Capobres. Hands it off to Pardo. The hitman against just JJ Española, puts on the brakes, the kick out to Antiborda, off the back and in from the outside. Jojo Antiborda for 3.
Might be 5:30, but here in Batangas, the bank is still open para kay Jojo Antiborda. And don't look now, this is only a single-digit ball game in favor of Negros.
Look at that last play, Antiborda getting the pass from Ian Pardo, kissing it off the glass. Antiborda brings what was once a 24-point lead down to just 9 points. Formento gets it to their main man, Renz Palma. Palma gets a screen from Peralta. Palma looking to take over with that shot. He misses. Antiborda leaves it for Vigil. Vigil had Peralta trying to sneak from behind. It's going to stay with Bacolod with still a lot of time on their shot clock.
Now everything going the side of Bacolod the past few possessions. Defensively, they have been able to adjust better. Clean defense, not too much physicality, able to force stops against Negros.
Capobres will come out. Jem Cruz will come in. Rafroles is also back in the game for Negros. Vigil gets the step on Cruz. Short, but he will go to the line for 2 shots.
I'm not seeing the same energy galing dito sa Negros. They're playing slower. They're not able to run as much. It was the running game that got them a big lead early. And so far, the way they've been playing the past few possessions, even the third quarter, is not really the type of game where Negros was able to get a big lead.
Vigil connects on the first shot. Punta muna tayo kay Ms. Mika Abisamis at courtside.
I could still see light, sabi ni Louis Vigil, and this is exactly what pushes him to still go to work every day despite the losses and his big numbers that go with it. As a former chess varsity player, it is innate in him to use a lot of his mind and the way he deals with things, yung diskarte and patience. For someone who used to score 50 points in high school and 20 to 30 points per game in his professional career, he does not see himself as a shooter but just a scorer with a lot of patience. He watches different moves, tries them on their own, nakukuha naman daw niya niya agad. This time around, kailangan lang daw talaga niya makabalik sa proper conditioning. Imagine kung condition pa to. Goodness, Javi Juanito.
Hindi pa pala kondisyon yan. So anong tawag mo dyan? So kung kondisyon siya, 50 yung maisoscore niya just like he was in high school.
Nagpapapawis pa lang si Louis Vigil. Ito yung pakondisyon niya eh.
Ginawa niyang papawis yung MPBL eh. No? Ganyan siya kagaling. I've known Louis for quite some time now, and he has always been a very optimistic guy, always calm and composed. Never too high, never too low. Great report, by the way, coming from Mika Abisamis. Thank you, Mika. Very rare for a basketball player to have a former sport like chess. Have you ever known any other basketball player who played chess before they actually went to basketball?
Actually, I thought yung meron akong mga narinig before, ping pong, sepak takraw.
Yeah.
But for you to be able to start from chess, only Louis Vigil can do that.
Ivan Ludovice helping out Louis Vigil here in trying to bring his team back into this one.
This is a ball game. There's only a 5-point lead para sa Negros.
73-68. Cruz. Hand up. That was good defense from Vigil. 2 men down on the baseline. That was Palma and Antiporda trying to jostle for position underneath.
Double foul here.
That's the third foul each on Antiporda and Renz Palma. Sam Peralta is back in the game.
Coach Bonnie trying to find the right mix of players here to give them energy and also scoring. On the side of Coach Alex, he is sticking with this 5. They've been able to cut this lead big.
Now actually, Sam Peralta sits para dito kay J.R. Flores. Flores has been quiet here in the second half, by the way. Ludovice, though, has been the opposite. He hands it off to Louis Vigil. I think he tried to get that one off the back. Just not a good angle to work with, but Decoy Lopez was there underneath to salvage that possession for Bacolod.
And just like that, this is a single possession ball game. What a comeback by Bacolod. Gotta give props to Ivan Ludovice and Louis Vigil for leading this third quarter surge and eventually getting a bigger cut on the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Decoy Lopez, his contributions too have been undermined here in the second half. Di lang natin masyadong maramdaman because he's been doing most of the dirty work, playing defense, boxing out, and getting those rebounds. But there on the last play, scoring to make this just a 3-point ball game.
Ivan Ludovice will be trooping to the bench here, but I'm sure only about 2 to 3 minutes babalik na si Ivan Ludovice here in the ball game.
Formento misfires. Peromingan on the run out. Peromingan will go up short on the layup. Excellent challenge up top by Negros. Chavez on the loose. Cruz leaves it for Flores. JR puts it up short. He will go to the line for 2 shots.
4-point swing para dito sa Bacolod. Could have cut the lead all the way to 1. But Negros saw the advantage right there. 4 versus 2. They took it strong, getting the foul. 2 free throws para kay JR Flores.
This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. That might just actually be one of the first times that Negros has actually tried to run here in the second half.
They've been playing slow here in the second half. They're trying to go to their half-court sets. It's not been working, but right there in that last possession, they were able to run and get 2 free throws off of it.
Ikaw ba, Juanito, when you're coaching a team, especially in the high school and grade school levels, when you're up big, do you tell your team to really try and slow it down first?
No. I stick with what is working para sa team ko. Usually, I do have a fast-paced team, so usually we try and go with that the whole ball game long.
Decoy Lopez working hard on the glass. Once again, he gets that tip in to go here. Lead back down to 3, 75-72. Cruz gets a screen from Flores. Vigil is now on him. That's a kick. It will stay with the Muscovados with still 14 on their shot clock. Now the question for Bacolod right now is, will this 5 have enough in the tank come the end of the game? Jem Cruz, 3-pointer no good. Formento gets the long rebound.
The 3-point game is not working para dito sa Muscovados.
Chavez hangs in the air, makes the pass to Flores. JR floater. That's all net para kay JR Flores.
That's big. That is very big para dito kay JR Flores. finally they can get something going off their half-court sets.
That's his first field goal here in the second half. Miss from Ludovice, but gotten back by Peromingan. Almost runs into Decoy Lopez there. Peromingan wants it back, but Vigil has it right now. Vigil, 1-2 step, left hand finish. That's Louis Vigil once again for 2 points.
Calm, composed, but effective para dito kay Louis Vigil, taking it strong off that left side.
20 puntos na sa laro na to, but the quick answer coming from John Formento, decking Ivan Ludovice right there. 79-74. Almost approaching the halfway point of the final frame. Nagsasagutan na ang parehong kupunan dito, Juanito.
Let's watch this again. Louis Vigil attacking left, slow, composed, and effective. On the other side, sagot naman ang depensa. John Formento taking it strong, wanting the 2 for himself. And both sides answering pound for pound, 79-74 in favor of Negros.
Check out our fan of the game brought to you by Jinky Skin. Isa sa mga nagagandang dilag dito sa Batangas City Coliseum. If you want to be featured on our fan of the game from Jinky Skin, troop on over here to the Batangas City Coliseum to watch our Thursday triple header dito sa Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. This is Javi Pananya alongside Coach Juanito Gregorio. Ms. Mika Abisamis, it is at courtside Bacolod in the midst of a big run here, trying to go toe-to-toe with Negros here in the fourth quarter.
Good substitution para sa kanila. Right away, instant energy in Danny Marilao.
That's what you can always expect coming from Danny Marilao. Ora Flores short on the hook shot. Lead is 3. Cruz to extend. Short then. On the rebound battle, Danny Marilao called for the personal.
No, Danny Marilao was not in position to get the rebound there. An overextension on the forearm.
Coach Alex Cabagnot, look at disbelief on his face. Bacolod still actually has a challenge after they got a successful one in the first half.
I think that's a foul though. Nakita rin naman nila Coach Alex that there is an overextension. But that will hurt Danny Marilao. That's already going to be the 4th foul of Danny Marilao. Already 4 on Vigil, 4 on Marilao. A lot of foul trouble para dito sa Bacolod.
Ludovice has 3 as well. Flores will troop on over to the free throw line. First free throw is a miss. Flores has not really been doing very good from the free throw line in this game. And so has Negros as a team. They're 16 out of 25 right now.
It's a good game para dito kay J.R. Flores. 15 points. Make that 16 points and 9 rebounds. Almost a double-double here. Playing that 5 possession more in this ball game.
Former member of the Bulacan Cuyas, ito si J.R. Flores. Pardo gets it to Peromingan. Ludovice wants it. He gets doubled on the right corner. That's a foul against J.R. Chavez.
They're trying to locate itong si Ivan Ludovice on the post. Trying to maximize on the height advantage of Ivan Ludovice against Felipe Chavez. But he'll be trooping to the line.
Ludovice has made a living from the 15-foot parallel this afternoon.
It's already 16 points para dito kay Ivan Ludovice. Alongside 5 rebounds and 5 assists.
10 out of 12 from the free throw line. Make that 11 out of 13 para dito kay Ivan Ludovice. They're down by 2, 80-78. Capobres with the basketball, goes inside, overcooks that sweeping hook shot. Here comes Bacolod. Vigil decelerates. Marilao double pump off the glass, no good. Vigil tried to get for it. Whistle blown. Is it a foul or is it just a change of possession? No, it will stay with Bacolod here. It's going to be a baseline throw-in for the dark shirts. Ryan Reyes will come back in para dito sa Negros at the next dead ball.
Oh, they need bodies to get some rebounding para dito sa Negros. And just like that,
We are tied here. Napapawas na rin yung partner ko
Napapawas
dito.
na.
80 all. What a great baseline out of bounds play coming from Team Bacolod.
We have to watch that again. Off the pass, Ian Pardo locating the cutting tricky Perumingan.
Pero Mingan ties the game up at 80 all. 4 minutes and 12 seconds remaining here in this game. We'll be right back. Decoy Lopez already a double-double in this game. 10 points and 12 boards para sa kanya in almost 26 minutes of play this afternoon. 5 out of 10 from the field. Very efficient, 50% galing dito kay Decoy Lopez, former member of the Mindoro Tamaraos, and has now become an important contributor here in this game para dito sa Bacolod.
Right now, he will be on the bench, but I'm sure he will not be resting for a long time. He will be needed by Bacolod here in this ballgame.
Formento with the basketball hasn't really made much of an impact this afternoon. Ito si Jan Formento. That guy has though. Raflores posting up against Marilao, forces that one up. Raflores gets it back. Second serving is good para kay J.R. Raflores.
That floater of J.R. Flores is very, very deadly. Once he gets enough space to operate on that float, that is a sure two para dito kay J.R.
Pardo with the rock. They're looking for Ludovice at the post against Chavez. Ludovice waiting for something to develop here offensively para sa Bacolod. Ludovice shovels a pass. Marilao short. Gets it back. Marilao goes up. Gets it back. Oh, couldn't save it. Could have been a big basket there para kay Danny Marilao. Sorry, miss para sa kanya. I think he babied that shot, definitely.
You see the disappointment in Danny Marilao. That was a good find galing kay Ivan Ludovice. Just could not put it in the ring.
82 to 80, 3 minutes and 21 the time remaining in this game. Formento with 10 points, actually already silent in this game. Ito si Jan Formento, but Raflores has not been silent at all. He has now 20 points in this game to go along with his 11 rebounds. Ludovice, finger roll, no good. That's 2 straight missed point-blank shots para dito sa Bacolod. Chavez to the left side. Reyes, one-hander is good. Quick 4-0 run there by the Muscovados.
Make that 6-0 run para sa Muscovados. That left side has been a friend. 4 points off Raflores, now 2 points off Reyes.
Vigil goes inside, gets it off the glass, the hoop and the harm para dito kay Louis Vigil.
This is not a done deal para dito sa Negros. Louis Vigil still trying to keep his team alive here. You watch that drive. 3 white shirts trying to help out, but just too skilled is Louis Vigil on that foul counted attempt.
Already nearing his average in this game. Ito si Louis Vigil. That's 22 points sa laro na to para sa kanya. He's averaging 26.2 in the 5 games that he's played so far with Bacolod this season. Vigil has yet to miss from the free throw line now, 5 out of 5. His season high was 35 points against Valenzuela a couple of games back. 86 to 83, still very much possible here para sa Bacolod. Anyone's ball game if you ask me.
Watch the single post coverage here.
Raflores goes baseline. Raflores, soft touch.
You know, to start the ball game, we were seeing a lot of J.R. Raflores.
And it's hard for Louis Vigil to try and actually defend against Raflores without fouling because he already has 4 personals in this game and Bacolod could not afford to have Vigil foul out of this game. We're now in the twilight zone, the final 2 minutes of this game, brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. Ludovice gets inside and scores 88 to 85. Palma barges in. That's a charge against Reds Palma.
It's a good defense played by Ivan Ludovice, sacrificing his body off that drive. This guy has been doing everything para dito sa Bacolod.
Look at that. Moving his feet, beating Renz Palma to the spot right there was Ivan Ludovice. That has been one of his calling cards in his professional career. Actually, even in college, Ludovice has already been known for great plays defensively just like that.
And showing once again why he was known as one of the better guard defenders. Itong si Ivan Ludovice.
A chance to get to within one or maybe even tie with a three-point shot para dito sa Bacolod. Vigil sizing up Ryan Reyes. Vigil gets the step. Vigil fall away jumper is money for Louis Vigil.
Someone has to help out. The ISO game of Louis Vigil is just too deadly. They were able to locate him on that one-on-one advantage and Louis Vigil was able to maximize.
25 puntos na sa laro na to para kay Louis Vigil, but an answer on the other side. A great basket galing dito kay J.R. Chavez, getting the foul in the process as well.
That is such a tough shot para dito kay Chavez. Let's watch that again. Off that drive, a little late on the help side. Itong si Decoy Lopez, and he was able to get that physical touch there.
Previous to that, Vigil sinking that tough jumper, making it look so easy.
Huge free throw para dito kay Felipe Chavez to try and extend this lead to a two-possession ball game.
Chavez completes the three-point play, lead up to 4 right now, 91-87. 1 minute and 13 to go in this game. Vigil between the legs into the middle, 2 points more para dito kay Louis Vigil, 91-89. Bacolod needs a stop.
What can't he do? To the left, to the right, off the bucket, off the layup.
Chavez steps back for 3. Nothing but bottom para dito kay J.R. Chavez.
That's pure confidence. Pure confidence para dito kay J.R. Chavez. That was not an easy shot. Stopping on a dime off the 3. Extends the lead to 5.
6 straight points para kay J.R. Chavez. But the answer coming from who else? Louis Vigil draining it from downtown. A 30-piece para dito kay Louis Vigil.
This is a crazy game, Javi. What we thought was a blowout game in the first half, all of a sudden, an extreme comeback being played by Bacolod. And both teams, pound for pound, answering each other here in the late game.
It's been blow by blow, haymaker after haymaker here from J.R. Chavez and Louis Vigil. A scoring showdown here to wrap up this game. Who will gain the upper hand? Bacolod down by just 2. Negros with possession.
No timeouts will be called by Negros here.
Capobres almost got stripped. Raflores fakes out Ludovice, goes up without the basketball. Palma tries to save it. He gets it to Raflores. Shot clock at 5. Chavez will take it. Rolls off the rim. Vigil with the rebound. A chance to tie for Bacolod or even maybe take the lead. Ludovice on the left side. Trap kicks it out to Pardo. They get it to their money man. Vigil puts it up. No, he passes. Pardo for 3. No, pero Mingan tried to put it back. No good. Bacolod has to foul. Pardo does so. Oh my goodness. Frenetic sequence there from both squads.
I think they are still angry with the non-call on the out of bounds in that play against Negros. But let's watch that again. Off the play. Drive by Vigil. Good help side. Wide open on the left wing was Ian Pardo. Could have been the shot of his career. Yet that will go out of the ring.
Wow.
That's right, Javi. Wow. Yan na lang ang
speechless.
masasabi natin. Javi, what a first game. We're in first of 3.
We still have Iloilo versus Nueva Ecija right after this in our main game, featuring the home squad with the Batangas City Tanduay Rum Masters facing off against the San Juan Knights. These are very important free throws here para kay Jan Formento.
Now, if he misses one, this is a one-possession ball game. 4 seconds is enough to travel that basketball or even call a timeout para dito sa Bacolod.
I'm sure Coach Alex Cabugnot wishing that he was the one who took that shot, because we know that 9 times out of 10, that would have been a made basket, especially in these kinds of moments. They don't call him the crunch man for nothing. Formento. First free throw. That's good.
Calm, composed, steady. John Formento now extends the lead to 3. But the second free throw is very important para dito kay Formento.
Formento has yet to miss from the free throw line in this game. 3 out of 3. He's a 77.8% free throw shooter this season. Negros has a squad 19 out of 28, make that 20 out of 29 now. 96 to 92, 2-possession ball game, 4.1 seconds remaining. Coach Alex Cabagnot will call a timeout. We will stay on the air here. Is this still possible, Juanito?
Yes, this is still very possible para dito sa Bacolod. If they can get a 3 off the timeout, a good catch and shoot that will only chip off 1 second and be able to foul right away, this is a 1-possession ball game.
Tricky.
That will be Coach Chris Gavina. Let's listen in.
Deck, get open here. Hand off dito. Okay? Okay, Joe, dito ka. Dito ka. Clear screen, Louis. Tricky, go. Pag dalawa pumunta kay Tricky, libre si Louis dito. Down screen, Joe. Look for Louis coming up right here after the back screen, Louis. Alright, ano bahala dyan. Okay? Ian, Louis is our first choice here. Ian. Okay? We're gonna pass it to that boy. He's gonna hand off to you here. Louis is gonna set the back screen for Tricky, then come out. Right here, hit him right here. Then pop out.
All right, so it looks like Ian Pardo will be the one initiating the offense here. He will be the designated inbounder para dito sa Bacolod. 4.1 seconds. Coach Chris Gavina saying that Louis Vigil will be their first option here, and rightfully so. Pardo gets back the basketball. They're looking for Vigil here. No, they go to Peromingan instead, and that's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Di nga nila napaabot yung bola kay Louis Vigil, but another heartbreaking loss here para sa Bacolod, Juanito, extending their losing streak to 16.
This will hurt. They made a beautiful comeback in the second half led by Louis Vigil, who had 30 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 steals. 14 points in the fourth quarter, doing it everything, everywhere, all at once. Para dito kay Louis Vigil, you see the disappointment, you see the frustration. He tried to do everything to carry the team to a victory. Yet in the end of the game, it is still Negros with the victory. And one guy really stepping up big time in this ball game is J.R. Flores, playing outside in the first half, playing inside in the second half. 22 points, 12 rebounds, very efficient on the field. 7 out of 12 and 6 out of 8 from the free throw line.
Here's our best player of the game, brought to you by Manny Pacquiao's MPBL, the former Bulacan Kuya, making waves para dito sa Negros Muscovados. Big win para sa kanila in recovering from that loss against the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards in their last game. Our final score is 96 to 92. This is brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending Game X. Let's turn you over to Ms. Mika Abesames, who is with our best player of the game, J.R. Flores.
Maraming salamat, kasama ko nga ngayon ang Manny Pacquiao's MPBL Best Player of this game. Walang iba kung hindi si J.R. Flores. J.R., grabe yung larong yon, pero talagang napapansin na namin na yung pagbabalik ng kondisyon mo at rhythm mo sa laro with 22 points at career season high mo pa ngayon.
Ano lang naman talagang tinatrabaho ko lang talaga palagi sa ensayo. Ayun lang naman.
Okay. Alam mo, nabigyan kayo ng Bacolod ng kaba nung fourth quarter, no? Credit kay Louis Vigil at saka kay Ivan Lodovice. Pero dun mo rin makikita na ang ganda na talaga ng chemistry ng team nyo ngayon.
Oo, sinisimulan talaga namin lahat sa ensayo. Palagi kami nag-uusap-usap sa labas. Maganda rin yung bonding namin sa on and off the court. Yun lang.
Maraming salamat, JR. Meron ka pa mga gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
Siyempre, unang-una yung wife ko, si Pat, si Brianna, si Brielle. Si Mama, si Papa nanonood ngayon, si Ate Ope, si Ate Binet, si Kairos, si Miguel, si Hannah, si Luel, yun lang. At yung owner namin, John Alfred Gilbor, Ma'am Grace Gilbor, Province of Negros Occidental, Governor Bong Lacson, Vice Governor Jeffrey Ferrer, Attorney Ray Frando Diaz, Mayor Salvador Escalante Jr. of Cadiz City, Negros Occidental, Axter Marketing and Pani Sales Family, Silver Grace Construction and Construction Supply, Management and Staff, Chicken at Baboy by Deoden Monillo, Roel Weber, Arvel Cabaling, RK Hoops Apparel. Yun lang.
Maraming salamat. Once again, our Manny Pacquiao's MPBL Best Player of this game is J.R. Flores. Javi and Manito.
Maraming salamat, Mika. Congratulations to J.R. Flores and the Negros Muscovados for recovering from that last loss against the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards to get back on the winning track against Bacolod, who extends their losing streak to 16 games. Up next, we have Iloilo versus Nueva Ecija. Keep it locked in here on the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.